Booktube. This is Ty the Librarian, and I'm back here, a lap of luxury, and I'm getting ready to do another tag. Hang on, let me have a sip of tea. Oh yeah. Okay, this is the TMI tag. I was tagged by Codie. Thank you, Codie. And her channel is Codies Book Corner. So there are a lot of like personal stuff on this one here, but it's 50 questions, so I'll quit dragging around and let's get to it. Question number 1, what are you wearing? Big surprise. Question number 2, ever been in love? Yes, I have been, I still am. And this is going to be one of those tropes people talk about. Question number 3, ever had a terrible breakup? Yes. My wife and I, we got together when we were young. We went through a breakup, we married other people, and then we got back together 15 years ago or something like that. But even when we were with other people, we were sort of carrying on. So, not getting into that. But yeah, that trope happens. You know, I've heard people mention that and say, oh, I don't understand, but yeah, it happens. Question number 4, how tall are you? 5'7" on a good day. How much do you weigh? 165. Any tattoos? No. Question number 7, any piercings? Nah, I used to wear an earring. I don't do that anymore. OTP, that's like some kind of personal pairing or something. I'm going to go with the broad and the 2 guys from Twilight, since I love that book and that story so much. Favorite show? The old Star Trek. I mean, I have a lot of favorite shows. The old Star Trek and Doctor Who. And, by the way, Graham, Tom Baker. It's my favorite Time Lord. Alright. Moving on. Question number 10. Favorite bands. There are so many favorite bands I couldn't name them all, but my number 1 favorite band is The Doors. Something you miss. Drugs. I used to dabble a bit because there's this thing about altering your state of consciousness, which I was really into and still am to a certain extent. I just don't get into it as much as I did in the 80s and whatnot. So. Okay. Favorite song? That just depends. I don't really have one at this particular time. How old are you? I'm 54. Zodiac sign. I am a Libra. Quality you look for in a partner. You know, sense of humor, good looks. I already got that. Favorite quote. I'm not going to go with a quote. I'm going to go with some lyrics from Jim Morrison and the Doors. Texas Radio and the Big Beat. The one line from the song goes, out here in the perimeter there are no stars. Out here we is stoned, immaculate. Always loved that line. Favorite actor? Denzel Washington. I kind of have several different actors, but he's one of my favorites. The Book of Eli is I just love that movie. And I remember the Titans, Mo Better Blues. He was awesome in Malcolm X. Inside Man with Clive Owen, that was a good one. It just favorite color. I'm gonna let you guys guess on that one. Question 19, loud music or soft? That depends on my mood. Where do you go when you're sad? I'm never sad. I don't, that question doesn't pertain to me. I mean, unless someone in the family passes or something tragic happens, I don't have that problem. How long does it take you to shower? I don't shower. I bathe in a tub. Question 22, how long does it take you to get ready in the morning? About 15 or 20 minutes. That's after I've been awake for a while and had my coffee and stuff. Not this. Question 23. Ever been in a physical fight? Yes, I have. And I'm not counting grade school, fights with siblings, fights with cousins. I was a mental health aide for 2 years. That was physical intervention. So when a client got aggressive, pretty much what you did was try not to get hurt. So not counting any of that. I'm not counting when people called me out in the National Guard, fights with friends or any of that. I'm talking about just brawling with people and stuff like that. So 17, and 10 of those were on the street, 7 were in the ring, just boxing rules, which got nothing against boxing, but I wish MMA would have been the thing back then. Hang on a second. I've got a couple fighters passes. When I was in the Tough Man, I had more fight memorabilia, but my ex-wife burned a bunch of it. And a thing from the WBA. They wanted to know if I was interested in being a sparring partner because I could take a beating. I have, in those 17 fights, I've broke this finger on a guy's head in a trailer park off South Cobb Drive in Marietta, Georgia. Chip bone on this eye socket. Got punched in Detroit on 8th and Woodward. I have, scars, whatnot. And the biggie is right there. I had to have my cervical vertebrae fused because I got punched in the head by a good old boy, and it herniated a couple discs. So now I have a titanium plate, a couple screws, 2 cadaver bones in there. And what I discovered in my fighting days was that I was a little bit better than average, and I could take a punch. I was never knocked out. So I had that going for me. I was kind of like a bobblehead doll. People would hit me and go, "Man, what's this guy's deal?" Anyway, I could talk about fighting all day. We need to move on. Alrighty. Question 24. Turn-ons. Whew. That's weird. Intelligence, sense of humor. Turn-offs. People being ignorant, people being bigots. The reason why I joined BookTube, I had to come out of my shell. 27 fears. I don't really have any other than losing a child or someone that I love. 28, last thing that made you cry. Running on Red Dog Road. I about lost it at the end of this book. Last time you said you loved someone. Told my wife that a while ago. Meaning behind your BookTube name. I'm Todd. This is my library. Last book you read. What My Heart Wants to Tell by Verna Mae Sloan. And like I said, I met this lady, and I'll cover this in my wrap-up. Last person you talked to. Wait, wait. 33. Last show you watched. X-Files. My wife is watching it in the other room. She's got her headphones on. Last person you talked to. My wife. The relationship between you and the last person you texted. I've never texted anyone in my life. Question 36. Favorite food. Steak. Rare. With Tabasco sauce on it. Place you want to visit. I don't care anymore. I've done my traveling. I don't really want to visit any place. I'm just going to hang out here and write till I kick the bucket. Last place you were. The bathroom. I wouldn't recommend going in there for a while. Do you have a crush? No, I'm cool. Last time you kissed someone. Kissed my wife a while ago. Last time you were insulted. People normally don't insult me because you can figure that out. Favorite flavor of sweet. I love gummy bears. What instruments do you play? This is question number 43. I used to plunk around on the guitar, but I was never really good at it. Question 44. Favorite piece of jewelry. That would be my wedding band. Last sport you played. Hockey. Last song you sang. Whatever was on the radio when I was drunk. Favorite chat up line. Don't have one. Have you ever used it? Obviously not. Last time you hung out with anyone. I don't do that. I don't hang out with people. Question number 50. Who should answer these questions? Now this is only if you good people haven't done this. So I'm tagging Dane Cobain, Matilda, Gothika, Zlata, Kayla from Onthefritz, Graham Quigley, and Cass at What Cass Read. Now, like I said, if you find folks have done this, please disregard. So, that was the TMI tag, and thank you, Codie, for tagging me. I hope everyone out there learned a lot about me, and, you know, don't think I'm some guy that just stands around drinking beer all the time and talking about things. I mean, I'm multifaceted. So, if you made it this long, thanks for sticking around, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.